Notice water is flowing like crazy all over because it's raining really hard today. Now that didn't feel nearly as bad going down.
No. I actually expected you to slide most of the way down.
Kate and I document our trips and our adventures together, not for the likes and the follows. We do it for us, to capture memories so we can go back and watch for years to come.
Yeah, oh, that was a big tree that fell. Well, they took a while to clear off the road. Oh, look at the waterfall.
Oh my gosh. I hope your camera's good.
It is, it's on. That is pretty.
There's a bridge over this one, a walking bridge.
Something maybe our kids would want to watch one day. In this video, we spent a considerable amount of time capturing our weekend together. Moments only Kate and I can truly appreciate.
We are following a herd of turkeys. Wild
They
turkeys.
call it a gaggle?
Gaggle.
Gaggle, giggle,
Gaggle of turkeys.
gobble. It's a gobble of turkeys.
Go back and watch together while we hold hands and remember our journey. We hope you enjoy seeing some of our part of the nation as we adventure out together for a couple's weekend getaway.
So do a quick little trail update. It's 3:20 in the afternoon. And I've got a flashlight on in the Jeep so you can see me. And we had to turn the overhead lights on so you can see us. And we are way up in the clouds, in the fog. It's still raining, still thundering a little bit, but that's supposed to stop around 7 o'clock. So we're getting closer to camp, and well, haven't aired down yet, but we're in an area that we've never been before. And it's just beautiful driving through here with these clouds, but it seems like it's like 6, 7 o'clock at night.
It feels
in the
like,
summer, you know,
like we're pushing.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna be, desperate to set up camp in the dark, but we're not because it's only 3:20.
It's weird.
So this, I'm gonna turn the light off just so you can see the comparison. Yeah, it's dark. So we're gonna see if we can set up camp. I've got a little bit of some footage with the cloud cover and the fog, and it's beautiful up here, and it's stupid muddy everywhere. It's been 2 inches of rain in the forecast today, so everything is flooded. Every pond, every stream,
every road,
everything.
Ditch,
We quit counting waterfalls on the pig trail.
Oh yeah,
it's just waterfalls, just cascades everywhere. So, all right, so we're on our way to camp. Probably need to use water wash out the front end.
Unfortunately, we found through just excursion and looking around, trying to find a place with water so we can fall asleep next to. It is so muddy that the GoPro aren't even holding. The entire thing is sliding downhill. So we're going to pack up, like you can see him doing, poor guy. I am personally still on weight restriction from the doctor. I'm not allowed to lift more than 8 pounds. So this wonderful husband of mine is setting up camp and doing it all by himself. And I feel absolutely horrible. But he loves me so much that he's doing it just so we can spend some alone time. This is a solo trip. We're not here with a bunch of friends, even though we love them. It's just been kind of a crazy couple weeks, and we needed peaceful alone time. There's a beautiful river next to us, but that man is doing it all by himself, and I feel so bad. I love you, baby.
Love you too. Sorry this didn't work out.
Oh no, you're okay.
We'll find one.
You got it.
Literally, I can feel the Jeep leaning more and more.
Yeah.
Go trails.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good by
They
morning.
sunk. I took a rock that big, that long, and set a go tread on top of it. The rock is now flush in the ground. Well, after what, a couple of hours? No, it's at least an hour, I guess, riding around trying to find a campsite. What I had planned on using as our camp, couldn't find a level ground, and it was still pouring rain, and I stacked, I think, 3 go treads high, and one of them went completely in the ground, disappeared, and the whole Jeep just kept settling and leaning. And I was like, okay, we're not gonna be able to level up right here. And it was the ground was so soft. It was a good spot too, because right behind where we were gonna have the Jeep was a big cascade from all this heavy downpour of rain. It was pouring so heavy today, I called it Noah's Revenge, because it was pouring. So we've got camp set up. We're right off the main road, which I don't like doing because people drive by out of curiosity, and you never know who's going to want to try to come in the middle of the night. So we just always make sure you watch your perimeter and your surroundings. Make sure you check where you're camping and know what your surroundings are and who you might run into, especially out in the national forest. We are on the far, far, far east side, further than I've ever been before, and it's different. There's not much camping here. It's more of landowners turning it into hunting camps and stuff. So it's still pretty. It was foggy when we got up here, and you'll probably see some of that in the trail footage. And it was beautiful. Saw lots of turkeys. Saw several deer. It's been fun getting here. We backtracked to find this campsite. We passed it earlier, but do a little quick. We got the go treads set up there on the Jeep. Got the new 23-0 set up with the Rhino wing, 270 bat wing awning. Kate has got us, what are we eating tonight? Nachos? Nachos. And I don't care what it is, I'm hungry.
Simple but good.
Yeah, it's fine. It smells so good. Got the fire going back over here. Everything is wet. So we're camping, and in the comforts of modern technology, Kate got a little cold, so we decided to go to bed a little early. So we've got the iPad up here, and we're watching a movie. So we've got the Phoenix lantern up here, and got the iPad going, and Kate's gonna quote all the Lily Von Stoop quotes.
I feel refreshed.
So we're enjoying the comforts of modern technology, and we're
Three is my limit on Schnitzengruben.
so we're gonna go to bed, watch a movie, and then get us a good night's rest. So we'll catch you tomorrow.
Let's face it, I'm tired. I had to.
Oh, that was perfect.
Too perfect.
That was a quote from the movie, in case anybody was wondering. Let's face it, I'm tired. All right, catch you later. Well, it's morning, and it doesn't feel like 40, does it?
It feels like 50.
50, 55, yeah.
Like, I'm okay out here. My nose isn't sniffling, but I wouldn't, like, want to go play in the yard or something.
No, or put everything up
Right.
and roll out. I'm slow going this morning, just now getting the coffee. And Kate's got us pastries from Sam's. We got those on the way out of town. We needed some more coffee. And we have found that if we go get coffee at Sam's, it's a whole lot cheaper because we drink it by the gallon size bag.
You're not wrong.
So, yeah. Well, I pay $8 or $9 for a bag when you can pay $20 for 3 or 4 times the bag.
Yeah.
So, I gotta say, I gotta hand it to the North Face sleeping bags. I slept warm. Kate struggled a little bit in the new tent. I just struggled simply with trying to get comfortable. I need some extra back support, so I need a couple extra pillows, just to put more support behind me. Other than that, the tent is very, I don't want to say soundproof, but the walls are thicker than the Global Road. So I didn't hear nearly as much noise. Matter of fact, Kate said there was 4 trucks drove by us on the road, because we're right off the road. And there was 4 trucks drove by this morning. I never even heard it. And can be a fairly light sleeper, especially if I'm in pain. I don't sleep as well. So I tossed and turned a lot last night compared to what I usually do, but that was just because I needed to get comfortable. I needed some extra pillows. You didn't get cold though, did you?
Only if I touched the tent, because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so wet.
So that's my fault. I need to the tent sweat like a stuck hog last night.
Yeah.
Had a lot of sweat on the inside because we didn't get enough ventilation. So it was just a lot of humid air in the tent. So I need to figure out how to better ventilate the tent to keep the condensation down. We didn't use a diesel heater last night. There was no point in dragging it all the way out here for if it was only going to be in the mid 40s.
And it was deceiving because the air in there was warm.
Yeah.
I was warm. My toes were cold. I didn't even have socks on. But as soon as you touched that tent, it was like ice water.
Well, that's why, it's because it was warm in the tent and cold outside.
Yeah.
So the tent with that, I forget the technology they call it, that blocks light out. But I haven't had enough coffee yet. Sorry, 23-0.
Take 2 in 20 minutes.
Light something or other technology. Light reducing technology. LRT, I think I may have butchered that. But they're thick. And because of that, like, it was completely warm in there last night. Easily. And we didn't have to have layers on to go to bed or anything. So it was very warm in the tent. So we're going to pack up, and it's cloudy. It was supposed to have been sunny. Thanks, weatherman. It's supposed to have been sunny. So we're going to pack up and then go find maybe a waterfall to hike to and figure out a plan for the day. So, but first, coffee, and a lot of it.
Nothing ever felt as good or as easy as when we were young. Oh, though I felt misunderstood, it was a pleasure running away with you.
so it's day 2, and we're off and running. Yeah, there's got to be hunters around here. I mean, they got to have an ATV ramp. So it's day 2, and we're going to go hike Jacob's Stairway Falls. I keep wanting to call it Jacob's Ladder, but it's Jacob's Stairway.
It is Jacob's Stairway?
It is Jacob's Stairway. So we're going to hike Jacob's Stairway Falls. Hopefully we don't roast. It's supposed to be like 70, 72, but I love hiking in the winter because I can hike when it's 7 degrees outside and I'm going to still work up a sweat. I've done it. There's a video on the channel if you get really bored and can't sleep. There's a good long video, Magnolia Falls, and I went through a very detailed video of that for anybody that wants to go hike it. Guarantee it can put you to sleep. I'm kidding. I actually thought the video was good. If you really want to know about that particular waterfall hike, well covered and documented, but it can get, you know, for the average person, it can get a little long. So we're gonna go hike that, and then maybe in Fiddlehead Falls, we're gonna try to hike that one too, because it's like crazy short. And then, because Kate and I have discovered that we really like going to old cemeteries and seeing some of the names and seeing how far back they go. And I'm gonna expand on that in a video that we're gonna be putting together, because we found another old cemetery where there was a bunch of old unmarked graves. All it was just little small stones, and there was 20 or 30 unmarked graves. And the reason we like finding these really old what I call pioneer cemeteries, is because if it was mid-1800s, those were pioneers, because this was still Indian territory for the most part in northwest Arkansas and in the Ozarks and north central Arkansas. It was still considered Indian territory. So not that it was wild, crazy Indians or anything like that. It was just inhabited by Indians and not really many other people other than the pioneers. So I find it very interesting, and I stop and think about, okay, this person, Jebediah Smith or whatever his name may be, lived over 100 years ago. I'm out here in a really nice rig, full drive. We've got enough camping gear that we are not uncomfortable, and we're living it up really well. But these guys had covered wagons, you know, if they were lucky.
Yeah.
You know, wooden wheels with metal rings on it, so every little rock and stone on an unpaved, you know, nothing but forest.
And it helps me connect history and stories and folklore and all that kind of stuff with an action. I mean, we're not seeing the human being, but it connects it with a name and a physical, tangible place. This person once lived, you know, on this earth, walked these, you know, particular woods. It's not just a story in a book. Yeah, exactly. And when here it is, you know, 2023, and we're crazy remote, you know, compared to what the average modern day world has. But compared to back then, they were so far off the grid, there wasn't even a grid. This was uncharted territory. And I know some of the Silas Turnbow stories was talking about how somebody had come up this way and was wanting to get to Missouri and somewhere, and they came from Memphis over across above Little Rock and then turned to go north. Is it a campsite? Yep, that would have been good too. Oh darn, we drove right past it last night. Oh, look at the rock bluff. Yeah, nice. And there's a river goes right through there. Oh, let's go check that out real fast. Yeah. So one of the Silas Turnbow stories, the guy came from Memphis, went north, turned north, and went up through what would be, I think, close to modern day Harrison and southeast of Harrison, much like in the Ozark National Forest. And they discovered that it was so primitive and so remote, and there was an abundance of game, and they're like, let's just stay here and trap game. So instead of actually continuing, they stayed in the Ozark National Forest for a while and trapped game. So it's just, you think about how hard it was back then. Oh, that really is a nice campsite. Yeah, this flattened out. There was it was really cool hearing about that. So I will shut up and stop rambling and get some more good trail footage. You know, we always say tread lightly and leave the campsites cleaner than you found it, but I see this and I get super sad because poor puppy has lost his chew toy. So we're gonna pick that up, put it in the trash, take it with us, and a couple other things. So nice fire pit somebody's labored and put together. So it's if you can see it, road is right down there. So it's a roadside campsite. That's not my personal flavor. I like being a little bit further off where people don't necessarily see me. But this is a great little campsite. So we're gonna clean up a bit. Oops, sun glare. Dirty sock.
Gross. Seriously?
Yeah. Why do people? Okay.
I gotta start bringing rubber gloves.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I was just thinking the same thing. I do not want to pick that up. Well, we bought those little trash deals that we were going to go on the trail ride for a trash trail ride. I guess I'm going to have to bring some and keep them in the Jeep for dirty socks.
Oh, hi.
Okay, so we're here at Jacob's Stairway Falls, and we've got the All Trails app pulled up that shows us where to go, and this is definitely a bushwhack. There's no clear path, so I'm going to be spending more time following the GPS and using the old trusty machete to navigate our way through this. So it's a fairly short hike. Got some descent, and it's going to suck coming back up. The stainless screws in Kate's ankles are probably not going to appreciate it, so we're going to take our time.
Figure it out.
Yeah, we're going to take our time and make sure we thoroughly enjoy our hike. So we'll catch you in a little bit, and maybe we'll get some waterfall footage.
Making me a walk.
Wish that I could find the words to describe you now, as I'm lying next to you and the world goes quiet. Wish that I could make you see how you fit me perfectly, and I fall for you again. We've been through it all. You're the one who understands.
Come on, mister. Clearing me a path so I don't get stuck on thorns and
In a world where hope
like having my own on the road.
Everybody has their job, 9 to 5, and getting drained. They settle for second best, scared to risk what the future might bring. What the future might bring. I hold my breath, waiting for someone to knock.
So we're here at the Illinois Bayou and found this really cool rock shelf right off the road. So we pulled over here just to kind of, enjoy the scenery for a second, and show the river back here. Kate's enjoying the scenery, and it's relative. I mean, there's actually been quite a bit of traffic, but it's more so hunters and I think like us chasing some waterfalls. But we've seen some ATVs, and people are out and about and enjoying their day. I'll flip the camera around here. Got the rock shelf here just right off the road. Wouldn't necessarily recommend camping here, but I guess you could. But man, the water is really flowing.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I don't know what I'd do without you. You make me smile, what is it that you do?
It was at this point where I made a rookie error in drone flying. After continuing the drone in the air, I failed to realize where I was located. Then I proceeded back to the home point, which was a quarter-mile away. The battery was getting critical, and I was losing altitude and having communications issues with the drone. After a few minutes of losing communications with the drone,
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
it pulled a Tom Cruise and it could not recover from a spiraling circle. This time, Pete Mitchell was clearly in the wrong, and Goose perished. Thankfully, a kind couple saw us in the middle of the road looking in the trees and volunteered to help us. So Harold, if you're watching this, you get a huge thank you from Kate and I.
Okay.
You helped us recover our drone after an hour of stress. So thank you.
So, here's the latest trail update. So, I got some really nice drone footage, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to recover it, but that's not how your drone's supposed to look. Play with expensive toys, you have expensive repairs. I have to give a shout out to Cooper STT Pros. If anybody is wanting a very good mud tire, I am in very slick, very, very wet clay in two-wheel drive going up. Oh, I wonder what the angle of degree is here. Traction control helps, but I'm in two-wheel drive going up this slick clay Forest Service road. And it's probably 15 degrees, I think, 10-15 degrees. And these tires are performing flawlessly. I've not even had to put it in four-wheel drive. I thought, okay, I'm fixing to have to put it in four-wheel drive. I haven't put it in four-wheel drive on this particular trail yet.
No, not yet.
Including this dip of a mud hole that I'm going through. Oh, that wasn't nearly as bad as it was.
There's a good mud hole up here.
Yeah. So, Cooper STT Pros, if anybody wants a good set of mud tires that are self-cleaning, very good performing, definitely recommend them. They're performing flawlessly. Oh yeah, there's the big mud hole.
You gotta leave it on for the mud hole.
Yeah, we've gotta, let's see how she does. I'm pretty sure I went through here last time in two-wheel drive. Yeah, I did. I don't know if the camera can get this. You know, you never can capture it on camera, what it really looks like. There's a big dip. Differential's dragging.
We're looking at a good foot. Maybe 16 inches of mud.
Traction control never even kicked in.
Wow.
It just crawled through that, and traction control never even grabbed. Because traction control is kind of like analog brakes. You fail they stop the tires from spinning.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that was impressive. Well, still searching for a campsite. And crying about my drone.
Well, as you can see, we made it to camp, and I got her water. She was wanting to camp Creekside to listen to the water all night. We got that. Had that little scary experience crossing the creek earlier. I didn't think the creek was that deep. I was like, oh, I got this. This isn't that bad. But it's like, that's a deep little creek. It just went straight down and came back up. We had the windows down, and Kate said water actually almost come into the window. I was like, it did what? Because it was hitting so much force that it was shoving it up and wanted to come into the window. I was like, okay, I had it in 4. At the last minute, had sense enough to put it in 4 high just in case. And I'm glad I did, because once I was like, I got it down deep, I was like, okay, I'm committed. I got to get through this. You don't have time to stop and back up. So we did. We got it done. Tent's up. One thing I love about this style tent: undo 2 latches, raise it up, done. That's it. We're ready to go. Give you a little tour of the camp. This is a very popular campsite. It's on a fairly well-traveled trail, but we're way out here enough that I think we're by ourselves, and we'll be able to sleep very soundly listening to this water out here. So give you a quick little tour. So there's the water in the background running, got rippling through. Got the Jeep. Got them up on the go trails to get them good and level, or the Jeep good and level. And you know, it's not rocket science, but it's close enough. So fixing to get Angry Man out and get dinner going. Bad cop. And this is a beautiful spot. I've got my beautiful wife with me. She's fixing what are we having? Philly cheesesteaks?
You have a choice. I can either make pizza or Philly cheesesteak sandwiches.
Philly cheesesteak, I'm thinking. What kind of pizza? Did you say stick pizza?
Pizza stick.
Pizza sticks.
You can cook the crust on the Blackstone, and then you make this in like a dip. Just
that sounds really dangerous. Yeah, we may have to talk about that. That's 2 hard options to choose from. So here is the creek.
One for dinner.
I might be able to do that. We're gonna be here for a while. That was stressful getting here. Between fighting to get the drone back, trying to find shortcuts, possible campsites, stuff like that. It's been a rough afternoon. Not nearly what I had planned, but I wanted to walk down here and get this on video. This is so beautiful. You can see right down there, more rippling water. The water is very, very high, and ironically, it's actually still green. I've heard something about the limestone is why it turns green. The minerals in the limestone turns it green, and not algae. But you can see where the tent and the Jeep is. I was going to show this. This is how high the water was possibly yesterday. This right over here is what you call a water line. That's where the water had surged and got the leaves pushed up. So there was water all the way. I'm standing on the water line. There was water all the way up, and you can see it way over there. So that's it's dropped 5-6 feet maybe. So the water does drop around here very quickly. So we've got a fire pit I'm going to dig out, break the shovel out, and dig it out a little bit and get us a fire going. So camp is here, and we are here, and we're ready to get eating and try to relax and calm my nerves some from getting here. All right, well, thank you guys for joining.
This trip was about Kate and I spending time together, alone, just the 2 of us. I spent a lot of time documenting and capturing the moments, the adventure, and the scenery. Then Kate noticed I was spending a lot of time worrying about capturing these moments, instead of simply living in the moments. So as I sit here in silence with the stream flowing in the background, I realize just how blessed I am in this moment. Blessed with a wonderful wife, a good family, a home, and my health. After having a serious health scare earlier this year, it feels good to just sit here, bathe in the silence of the scenery, take a few minutes to thank God for my blessings and for helping me to start my life over with great success. As I look around, I see a beautiful hillside across the stream. I see early spring buds starting to bloom, and I also see Kate, my beautiful bride who has fully embraced this overlanding journey that we have started on together. It's a weekend thing for us currently, and we like it that way. To be able to get out and to take a break and simply escape and embrace the history of the untamed Ozarks.
I enjoyed us sitting in or laying in the tent, giggling and watching movies that we've watched probably 20 times plus, and just laughing and enjoying it. And knowing that we were out in the forest, you know, and we were always laughing about, you know, we go camping. I don't want to watch a movie on an iPad in a tent, but yet here we are, and we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. It was fun.
You know what? I think we've watched that movie enough times. We always narrate.
Yeah.
I don't think we actually watch it. We're just looking for the cues so we can say our next line.
And what I've noticed is I'm only right about 50% of the time because I know about what they say, but not every actual line. So
sometimes it's better.
Yeah.
I like it strong and black. Y'all make me watch your coffee making videos, now it's my turn. deep. That's deep. Yep, that's it. So the bypass is a little sketchy just because I'll have a spotter. It's nothing that I can't get through, but it's just hard to see. And when you can't see what you're doing, and you have a wife who's just recovered from stomach surgery, I'm not going to ask her to slip and slide out here. So I got this. I can do it. But I'm going to turn it around. You can see where we're at. But this is completely doable if you've got somebody that is in front of you or behind you that can say, hey, cut to your right or left. But I think I kind of saw my line. It's kind of like reading a golf course green. I saw my line. I think I got it. So we're going to get a little quick video of this. This is tight. I would have not wanted to take a Gladiator through that. I mean, it could have done it, but it would have not been fun. You would have you'd have needed a spotter. That's for sure. Tight turning radius was essential here. But great scenery. This is climbing here. Okay, so people make fun of me. It's like, did you go locked axles? Yeah, I paid for them. I'm not locked axles. I'm not locked axles, but I went ahead and shifted into 4-low because there's no point in sitting there and making your transmission work too hard.
No one really shows the effort we go through to make these videos, so I hope you get a chuckle out of watching me straddle down the hill to get the video camera.
So it is that time where we have aired up the tires and we're near highway, so we're going to try to make it back home. We are way far away from home right now, and we're going to try to make it back where we've got a few hours left where we can get some gear unloaded in the garage in the daytime. Say hi to the boy and pet the dogs, that kind of stuff, get some stuff cleaned up, and then a shower. We're both ready for a shower. But I wanted to say something. I really love that this lady has fully embraced this passion and hobby of mine that I have fully chased in the last couple of years. But when we first met, I took her out in March of last year camping, and she loved it as much as I did. And she was introduced to something new, and I think something that she probably always knew she wanted to do but never really knew, and was blown away by what she had seen in Arkansas. She'd been here, what, how many years? 15 years, something like that.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And had never known any of this was out here. And much like me, I'd been here 20 years and didn't know it was out here. And I mean, I knew some of it was out here, but I didn't really know what was out here. And we have absolutely loved going together with family and friends and by ourselves like this weekend. And it wouldn't be nearly as fun without her. What you don't see is her taking the valve stems off the tires, hooking the hoses up while I get the compressor out and everything else. And then when I turn the compressor off, she's unhooking hoses, I'm winding up hoses, she's putting valve stem caps on, she's right here with me. in the thick of it, getting the Jeep ready to go so we can hit the road. So
Teamwork makes it go faster.
Yep, I absolutely love this lady so much, and I hope that if you're a couple and you're watching this video, that you will be patient with each other, and you will get out and explore together. And if you're not the outdoor type, but your husband is, go with him. Just give it a shot. Try it. Try to have a good positive attitude about it, and try to enjoy it, because you may see a lot of pretty things, a lot of pretty scenery. And we have seen so many cascades and waterfalls today, or this weekend, that it's just because of the heavy rain there was Friday night. There was just so many, hundreds and hundreds of little cascade waterfalls, and she is a cascade junkie.
Yeah.
She melts every time she sees one. So,
Like a little fairy tale.
yep. All right, we're gonna quit the mushy stuff, because my buddy Tony, if he's watching this, he's probably going,
Tough beans.
So we're gonna jump off here and hit the road. So we'll catch you later.